hello, and welcome
to a new year of the Lume Plotters.
Technically.
And
a season.
And a season.
Is it a new season?
No, it's not.
Seasons.
But technically, you guys have already had an episode in 2026. We have not recorded one in 2026. So this is the first one for us, and there's a lot of things going on. So I think it's only fair that we start off with what's going to happen in 2026. We'll talk about what watches we want to see coming, what we want to do with our collections, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah, first of all, I mean, it's all, of course, Martin's fault, right? I mean, he just disappeared and just left the country and just didn't have any decency to be here to record podcasts.
I know.
I just have to do the aggressiveness, right? Because, you know, he's finding a fault. Somebody's fault. It's somebody's fault.
But we record it in advance, and that's why you guys don't get a break. We just planned ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all fine. It's all fine. I think both of us had a very relaxed and nice move into 2026. And now what's going on in the watch world? That is the question. What do we want from our collection? What are our collection goals, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, all of this stuff. I mean, I have gone through phases, man. You haven't seen me so desperate in the last 2 weeks where I thought like, oh, what am I doing with my watch collection? Collecting my collection. Should I sell some things, right? I fell out of love with my Colloquium that I'm wearing today, by the way. Colloquium Project 1. Yeah, for a brief period of time, I thought like, oh, really? Why did I buy this watch? Nice, but not that nice, or is it? And then eventually I, it's like when I wore it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wore something else, and then I decided to think about, why am I not wearing the Colloquium? And then I thought, maybe I don't like it that much. And then, thoughts, too much time on your hands. And then suddenly I thought this might have been something. I mean, look, I have a few people who already told me, if you ever want to sell it, I buy it. So it's not that I'm, losing money on it. But the problem is, I then eventually, after the hayfire of having a new watch calmed down a bit, I fell into this hole where it was actually really deep. And I thought, what's going on here, right? And now I'm wearing it again, and I'm very happy with the watch. So it's just weird sometimes.
But this has happened to all of us, right? So I mean, the reason I have sold so many watches very, very quickly. I mean, remember, I sold the Tudor Black Bay 54 how many times? And then now I'm here 2 years on. And it's that initial questioning that you have to overcome. When you overcome that, then it kind of becomes a slow burn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I, of course, love the watch. It's one of my most worn watches. I say one of because last time we spoke about the stats, it was the most worn watch, and now the Pelagos has overcome it because it was the only watch I took on vacation. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
But before we do that, so what are you wearing then?
I'm wearing Colloquium. I am wearing the Colloquium, yes.
All right. Good.
And it's the one thing is this watch is just insanely comfortable because of this hook strap, like the same as like the Apple watches use, that are made by Deluxe for Colloquium. And my God, they're so good. They're elastic. They're just really, really amazing. They are currently out of stock at Deluxe, but I'm waiting for them to be in stock again. So I'm getting maybe a different color as well because this dark blue.
I like the gray. The gray that the other one, the purple one came on was a really good color.
It's really nice. I mean, these straps, and I want more straps for other watches because they are so insanely comfortable.
And they're 20 mm, so they work on everything.
Yep, exactly.
So I am wearing a watch I have not worn very much, and this was fueled by my stats. My rubber, the G-Shock GW 5000U, which is the stainless steel with the rubber cladding. So one of, if not my favorite G-Shock ever, second favorite might be the metal one. They're both essentially the same watch, just one is rubber cladding and one is full metal. The full metal I wear a lot, but I seem to neglect the rubber one.
Neglect.
Yes, neglect. It just sits there. All right. Okay. That being said, as I mentioned, I did go on a vacation. So I went. Oh, actually, before we even get into that, I have a question from a listener.
Okay.
Two. One, I just want to read out because it was such a nice message. Jeremy H. from Boston, Massachusetts says, "Hey guys, happy holidays. I believe I am in your top 1% of listeners. I always enjoy the two of you and look forward to 52 new episodes in the coming year."
Mm-hmm.
That's
more.
Nice. Or more. We'll see, but I hope 52 at least.
Minimum.
Now, the next one is actually a question. A guy named Daniel asks, he says, "Hi, everyone. Happy New Year to my favorite podcast hosts. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Christopher Ward. These watches have been popping up lately everywhere, and their pricing seems very fair. I'm especially drawn towards the Sealander C63 Extreme, so much so that I'm considering selling my Explorer 2. So for those of you that don't know, this C63 Extreme is not just an AMG Mercedes. It's also a Christopher Ward watch. And it looks very, very similar to the Polar Explorer 2. And he says, "What do you think of the brand? Have you owned one yourself or have a favorite model? Unfortunately, there's no showroom in Germany." Is this one of your guys? Online reviews seem quite mixed when it comes to both quality and service. I'd really appreciate hearing your opinion. Best regards, Daniel.
Daniel. Then it's probably Daniel if he's from Germany. So Daniel, yes. Well, I think, should I start?
Yeah,
my thoughts on Christopher Ward. Generally, for what you get, the value for money is really, really good. They're doing a lot of incredible work, I think, with the cases, with everything else, and their prices are really, really nice. They have this very transparent pricing that they are saying, we take our costs and multiply them by 3, and that's our sales price. So that will cover then warranties and manufacturing and research and development and marketing and all of this other stuff. They only sell direct. They do not, as you say, have a showroom in Germany yet.
Do they have any showrooms?
They do. They have in London, in New York, in Dallas. They have one in Virginia. They have one in Liverpool in the UK and in Maidenhead in the UK. So far, not so many. There's other ways of doing it. Sometimes they are on shows, right? If you're going to watch shows, they are usually attending a lot of these, especially the smaller ones, like let's say Watch Time in Germany, in Düsseldorf, or others. I think they would be there, but I'm not 100% sure. Mm-hmm. And this happens only once a year, so it's not really something that you can see there. My advice is, if you want to see a watch, check on forums, check if somebody wants to meet you and show them theirs if they have them already. Other than that, I think they have a very generous return policy. I know that could be a bit complicated with
import duties,
import and export, but I think they've covered that somehow. So I think it's okay. You said there are some mixed reviews, and I heard that too. And it's not necessarily the watches when they work, and that's a bit of a weird one to say, but they seem to I'm saying had because I think it's in the past, but quality control issues where watches arrived at the customer and they wouldn't work, and then they had to just wait for a long time to get a replacement or get it serviced and repaired, and that's of course a bit painful. But I don't think that it's still happening very often at the moment. I think they have gotten under control or have that situation under control. Other than that, I mean, look, the Belcanto is a fantastic watch that we all know. The Loco, the new one, is super cool. Then they have the new Jump Hour watch. They have the new Belcanto Lumiere. They have the 12, of course, as being my favorite from them. I mean, I love the Belcanto because it's nice to have this ding, right? And I've seen this watch on in the last Time Zones exhibition, because Christopher Ward was there with a quite large stand, and we had played around with a lot of watches there. You were with me, right? We went together, right?
No, I was not there that day.
To time zone? Oh.
I did not go to time. It was only during the weekend, I believe.
Such a blur, yeah. So, I mean, I was there and I saw the Christopher Ward stand. Very lovely people there. Yeah, I think the quality you get for the money is really good. I didn't like the old logo. I'm very happy that they have the new logo now.
I agree. When back in the day they had the whole freaking paragraph. It's a very, very long name.
I didn't like it.
I didn't either.
The new one is nice. The quality is really, really good for what you get. Christopher Ward himself, it's a person, and he's not anymore working for Christopher Ward, which is a bit weird. It's like Tom Ford, not anymore working for Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
So it's a bit, but hey, what do you do, right? But yeah, in general, I think they are one of these micro brands that became basically not anymore a micro brand. I would say I think they make more revenue than Bremont or something, or by far. So they cannot be called a micro brand anymore. I think they are an independent, I would say.
Yeah. I think they've definitely gotten a little bit bigger.
They make a couple of tens of millions of revenue. So there is certainly something to say about that. And they make a lot in themselves or have good partners that they work with. So yeah, I think it's a good brand to have. And as I said, I think, by the way, they just last year won the award of being the British watch brand of the year, right? Not bad, from Watch Pro. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think in general you can't go wrong with them. I would definitely check with them. They have customer support. Again, there's a lot of people who had issues with their customer support, being unresponsive and slow. And when things go wrong, they really went wrong in a cascade of things. But I'm not so sure if that's still current, right? So it's like everybody, sometimes people have this when they grow, companies have this when they grow. Like Ming had this in the beginning when they had issues with customer service for a while. They tackled it and now everybody's happy. So I see the same thing happening for Christopher Ward as well. It's just sometimes it's explosive growth is the enemy of good customer service because you can't scale up certain things as fast as production. Yeah.
Now,
I would say try it.
I will mention a few things as well. Okay. The C63 Sealander GMT or whatever it's called. That's what it's called, I think. It is kind of like a carbon copy of a Explorer 2. It is 39 mm, so it wears significantly better than an Explorer 2 at 42 mm. However, my issue is, and I do like a lot of Christopher Ward's watches. The Bel Canto, I think, is cool. The Loco, the C12 Loco that came out recently is cool. The regular C12s, the regular 12s are cool as well. The prices are a bit weird. Like you can get a base one for, I think it's like 2,000 US. And then the Locos are like 5.5 thousand US.
They have these super modules, right?
Yeah. So it is a big gap in pricing. The Sealanders are down to earth, $1,500. And I think that's pretty awesome. Now, would I buy one? I personally don't think I would. I wouldn't sell my Explorer 2 to get a Christopher Ward. But I think the big reason for me is I still remember their old Trident stuff, which was kind of shitty for all intents and purposes. And the old logo, as you mentioned, and it just didn't resonate with me at all. And when the Bel Canto came out, I was like, holy hell, like this is a new company now. And they totally revitalized. So I don't know who Christopher Ward is as a human being, but maybe his designs were all the crap ones. And now that he's out, they got good. I'm not sure. But this does remind me of old Tudor. Pre-2012 Tudor was absolute crap as well. Everything looked so bad, the Fast Rider and all these weird stuff.
The Fast Rider was cool. The Fast Rider Black Shield. I loved it.
I don't know about that one, but
ceramic, man.
Nonetheless, there was some weird stuff in the Tudor catalog as well. And then they rebranded around 2012 to 2015. And then everything got like super, super cool. So I do think that eventually like Christopher Ward will become kind of a household name. It kind of already is. And it's definitely going the right direction. So I've been tempted numerous times, but I still have yet to pull the trigger.
Now, after I finally played with some on our time zones exhibition, I hear something in the background. I thought it was me.
No, that's my brand new Samsung washing machine singing its song when it finishes.
Fantastic! It's lovely. I had one of my first cars was a Mazda 626 coupe back in the days, right? It was a reliable and solid car, but nothing really fancy. But man, that thing made so many noises. You left the light on and it played a melody. You left the key in the ignition and it played a melody. You didn't put the handbrake on, it played a melody. And I was 2 weeks after I got my driving license, I was stopped by a police officer at night. And I was, shaking. My legs were shaking. I was totally nervous because I had a beer before. Not much, but really, I had just one. But I had just thought, oh my God, that's it, right? I'm losing.
I'm going to prison for the rest of my life.
And of course, you had still you could drink a bit, but you had to be under the limit. And I was sure I was, but I still was totally scared, right? And then the two young policemen just stopped me and they had a field day. They just really pulled my leg the entire time. They just played tricks with me and let me blow in this, alcohol thing and then shook their head and, that's bad. And it's like, so what? How much is it? And they said, oh, no, it's bad. Yes, how much is it? It's really bad. And so and of course, when I got out of the car and then everything started to bing, 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 bong, bong, bong and play music and I had no idea how to switch it off. I was really a nervous wreck, right? And of course, I had 4 friends in the car. So they pissed themselves laughing. I think the policeman just had really a lot of fun with me. The only person who was a complete nervous wreck was me. Anyhow, so that's why playing music, electronic music is always it's a red flag for me. Can it just beep?
No, this thing, it does not beep. It goes and then you think the song is over and then it continues and plays it again. And
Encore une fois.
Oh, and it told us Happy New Year as well when we turned it on.
That's lovely. So it knows even the date.
Apparently, well, it's connected. It's Wi-Fi enabled, so it's got the app, and then it sends you a message on the app when the washing is done, and you can also start it and like open the door with the freaking app and everything. It's ridiculous.
Very, very important thing.
Very important stuff.
I always wished I could remotely open the washing machine door.
Well, no, because it stops the humidity from inside. So you don't end up with, if let's say you're gone for a day or 12 hours or whatever, the mold, kind of, it gets really steamy and then it smells like mold and or mildew and you have to wash it again. So,
okay.
But anyway,
washing machine talk. Sorry. Coming back to Christopher Ward, I'm just on the website and looking at that specific watch, right? He said C63 cylinder GMT, right?
Yes.
So it has the new Sellita SW330-2, which is pretty cool because it has, of course, a GMT function. It's the caller GMT, not the traveler GMT, but it has the new 56 hours of power reserve. So it's pretty cool. I like that.
But depending on which Explorer 2 Daniel, I believe his name was, has, that is a true GMT. And secondly, it is, I think if it's a new one, it's a 70-hour power reserve. So it's a downgrade on very, very many fronts. And I would be afraid that he's going to regret it. However, I sold my sub for the Tudor Pelagos, and I didn't regret that. So, and that was a, quote unquote downgrade in the eyes of many. So maybe do whatever you think is best. I mean, if you want a smaller watch that looks similar at 39 mm, it's going to be a much better wear.
Yeah. I mean, I had the Explorer 2, the current model, but the black dial. I loved that watch. I had to sell it once I got my I don't know. I had something nicer coming in,
You
right?
had the, what's it called, come in?
Was that the seed?
What the hell is the thing with the annual calendar?
The Blancpain.
No. The Rolex with the annual calendar.
Oh, so yeah, the Sky
Dweller. Yeah, the Sky Dweller.
I thought I had these at the same time, but I'm not so sure.
No, maybe I don't know.
Maybe I think I had the Sky Dweller and the GMT, and that was the Explorer 2. And then the Vacheron, can't even know, whatever, I don't know. Something came in and I needed to sell it, and that was the end. I miss it. And I think the GMT, the Explorer 2 is a very, very nice watch. But if you like a bit smaller, I mean, this is 3 millimeters smaller, it is probably as thick as it is. It has nice, not chroma light, but it has this super luminova in blue, so it could probably look quite nice. Mm-hmm. The white dial is good. I mean, look, it's a watch that is
influenced heavily.
20% of the price, 25% of the price of a GMT.
But is it a knockoff? I feel like it kind of is.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
So with the Tudor and the Sub, it's within the same family, but this is not.
The only thing where it is a knockoff technically is, for me, it's just that it's white and has orange accents.
No,
right?
Look at the bezel. Look at the bezel, the font on the bezel.
Nah, but this is heavy. So many of GMT watches have these bezels. I mean,
with the dots in between, I don't think so. I had a GMT from Seiko, and they didn't. They had a stainless steel bezel, but they sure as hell didn't have those numbers, those dots in between. It's very, very Rolexy.
I think so.
The oyster bracelet. It's all.
I don't know. I think, look, I just can't let me share that with you. If you look at just share screen, I'm not just showing that to show the entire screen here. Okay. Boom. Share. Grand Seiko has dots.
Yeah, but that's totally different looking.
No, but you said the bezel has dots.
Fine, the bezel does have dots. Okay, but so look at the one I had was the SRP or SPB 411.
See mine. Yeah, see, I have this one here. If it ever opens, and what does it have?
Dots.
And it looks.
Mine did not have dots.
I'm showing
mine
Martin
had lines.
My Grand Seiko SBGN029, and it has dots, and it's basically also.
It is kind of a very knockoff. It does look very similar.
Everything is basically a copy. It's a standard design, right?
Yeah,
so
it is.
I wouldn't hold it to them, but they have very independent hands. They have independent. Yeah, they have a couple of other things that are independent. So. Let's leave it at that.
Now, speaking of GMTs.
But what I want to say, and I'll finish with that, it is slim enough to wear comfortably. It's small enough. Would I sell a Rolex for that? And this is always a challenge. If that's your first Rolex, Daniel, I'm not so sure you should do that. I really regret selling my first Rolex that I bought in my life. And I mean, not the first one that I bought for myself. I bought one for my brother-in-law first, but the first one I bought for myself. And I do feel selling the first Rolex that you had is always a bit of a challenge. And especially in this case, it is a bit of a downgrade, of course. I think that he knows that. But on the other hand, maybe he cannot wear the Rolex for various reasons. Maybe it is too big. Maybe it is because it's a Rolex and it is not acceptable for, let's say, at work or in other places where you're...
Or just in public.
Safe, whatever it might be.
Safety. Then, at the end of the day, I sold my first Rolex and I don't care. So Ralf is very sentimental. I, on the other hand, am not. And as you guys have heard over the last years, I've fallen out of love with the Rolexes. I've kept my Explorer 1 just because I do feel that is the quintessential Rolex for me. And I do still value the brand. I think it's a great brand. But at the end of the day, you do whatever is best for you, right? I sold my sub, I sold my Datejust, and I don't recommend Datejusts anymore to anyone. My brother on our trip was asking about whether he wants to get a dress watch, and he was saying he wants a Datejust, and I told him there's no point really. Like he already has an Explorer one as well. At that point, you don't need another 3-hand Rolex, right? Step outside the box, get yourself a JLC Reverso or something, or maybe just another type of JLC, an ultra thin. So there's tons of things that you could do, probably cheaper than a Rolex. It's going to be far better.
Yeah, sure. There's so many alternatives. And I think we live in a absolute fantastic time at the moment. We have so many choices. We have so many watch brands. I don't know the amount of watch brands. It's just mushroomed, right? It seems like everybody has their own watch brand nowadays, right? So yeah, there's a lot of choices. But I wanted to say, you have a very similar watch with the same lacquered dial and shiny, and it's all of the stuff that you probably like on your GMT Master 2. Sorry, what I'm saying, on the Explorer 2. And I would call with their customer support and just check if you can just return the watch if you don't like it. And see if that works, because usually in the European Union you have this 2 weeks of no questions
asked. Except for this is not out of the European Union. This is out of the UK.
Yeah, no, is it?
It's Brexit.
It's made in Switzerland. I don't know where they deliver from.
Well, I thought they shipped everything from the UK.
I don't think so, because it's made in Switzerland. I'm not sure if they do.
Anyway, sounds like a great
is something you can try, right? Check. Let me see delivery. If you deliver in EU, it says here free standard delivery, priority dispatch, here, free delivery worldwide, 60 day free returns. There you go.
Ooh,
I just found it. You have 2 months time to, of course you have to baby the watch, right? You don't want to scratch it, but you have 2 months time to return the watch. So I think just try it before you sell your Rolex. Try the watch, because selling your Rolex then is gone. Though on the other hand, resale price for the Explorer 2 is also
not the best.
Below list price.
It doesn't matter. Do whatever you think suits your needs. Right? We don't know your exact situation.
Yeah. I would say just
we need to move on, because we've spent 30 minutes on a question that I thought was going to take 5 minutes.
We have to talk also about other things. Yeah.
So let's talk about other things. First, we'll talk about our collection, where we would like our collections to head in 2026. So, as I've mentioned,
we have to also just announce Rolex increased prices again.
Yes. So not just Rolex, Tudor as well.
Three times within 12 months. That's the third time within 12 months that they have increased prices.
I did notice. The Pelagos 39 is now a 20,000 dirham watch, which is nuts. There's nothing I can say. That's ridiculous. Then
if that's the case, then I want I sold mine to you, right? I think I sold it way too cheap.
No, we did the what's it called, the math, and had you sold it, because remember, right now Tudor prices are also in the toilet.
That's true.
So if you would have added in Timepiece 360's auction premiums, that's exactly what they're selling for. So cashed out. Maybe you could have found another buyer if you waited a little bit.
I just can't believe the prices.
1,000 dirhams more, but at the end of the day, you sold it to your best friend.
Yeah, of course. All good. No problem.
So, no take backsies.
No, of course not. And no late charges.
I'm kidding.
But you're right.
It's 19,900 now.
Jesus, man, that's expensive.
When I bought my first Pelagos, the blue one, which the blue one is now selling for 21,200, I believe it was. I bought it for 13,000 dirhams at the freaking boutique in 2015. So it's gone up by 9,000 dirhams, almost doubled. So
I think this is great.
Go to my Explorer One. That's a price that I always know.
Yeah.
So we could see how much that is. But anyway, let's talk about, while you're looking this up, what has happened. So as I mentioned, we went to a nice little vacation. My brother and my brother's family, my family, we were all in Split in Croatia. We lucked out. We had great weather, but we did spend a lot of time in the jacuzzi, relaxing and talking about watches. So, in this, as I've mentioned many times on the podcast, I've been thinking about selling my Grand Seiko, the SBGM 221. So I've been toying with selling it, and I was sitting there with my brother. We both had Pelagoses on. He just got recently the Pelagos FXD GMT. So I was looking, it's the first time I've seen one of those. So it was a super cool watch. So we're sitting there in the hot tub talking about this. And I said, you know what? It's time. I need to finally cut the cord and get rid of this GMT. So I listed it for sale. And within 5 minutes, I would say, I got an offer. I accepted it, and it leaves tonight with a friend of mine to Dubai. So it was a very easy sale on our Facebook, or the Dubai, the Wind, WIND Facebook group in Dubai, which is a fantastic resource for selling stuff. So I do recommend that. But yeah, so it's theoretically, I mean, it should be sold, gone. So I have 0 date windows now, which I'm very excited about. No more date windows.
Yeah. If that makes you happy.
It does tremendously. I was thinking maybe I should keep just one GMT with a date window just to have that, but I don't know. Who knows? All right. What's the price on this Rolex? Go to 36mm.
36mm is 31,750 dirhams.
It didn't go up very much at all. It was 30,000. So about 2-3 years ago, we're over 30. It was 30,800. I have a receipt. Oh no, sorry. Go to Explorer 2. How much is not Explorer 2? Explorer 1 40mm. I have the receipt somewhere here.
Yeah. So this one is 33,550.
This one was 30,800.
So it went up by nearly $1,000 or 800 euros or something. Yeah. So I think everything went up. It's relatively humane. I think in Germany it's about 3.5% for the steel models, and a bit more for the two-tone and precious metal ones. Here it's a bit, I think 10. Yeah, it's not 10%, but it did go up a bit.
Yeah, but I'm not going to buy any more Rolexes. At least not new from an AD. There's no way.
What is your prediction? What is your prediction of let's say the Explorer 2, 42,500. This is a watch that you could buy new for
30-ish.
In the 30s, right? And I think
you can get one right now. I would say, okay, secondhand.
Yeah.
But it would be around 30K.
Worn, yes. Worn watches you can buy. But I'm not saying new, unworn. You can get this for under retail by a lot, right? Yeah. So will this increase in retail push up the price?
This is how much is a Submariner now? How much is a GMT? Even worse.
Yeah. Wait. I think one of the biggest, funkiest things is that the Submariner, the Starbucks, right? Is it Starbucks or is it?
Yeah.
Is now
Kermit, Starbucks, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So is now more expensive than a GMT Master 2.
How?
Yeah.
But not the black sub?
No. So you have the normal one for 40,300. Then you have the date for 45.
So just to give you an idea, in 2018, I bought my sub no date, which is the previous one, for 24,000 dirhams at the AD. So since 2018, in the last 7 years, this has gone up to 40, how much?
40,350 for the no date.
So it's gone up by 16,000 dirhams. It's roughly doubled.
That's like 4,000 euros. Phew. Yeah, it's crazy. This increase is crazy. So let's take the date version here, 45,000,
which I bought this phone for 26.
And then
at the Mall of the Emirates boutique.
Yeah, and then we are going to just choose the green ceramic bezel and have 47,650. Now keep that green bezel Submariner 47,600. Yeah, and now we're going to the GMT master quickly. Oops, that was wrong. Menu, and then here we have to find the GMT master, and I think we will have a small shock. Because this GMT master, and we just configure the normal one. What is actually the normal one? What do we have?
I think it's the gray one now.
Is it gray? Wait, why didn't this work? Configure. There we go. Wait. Yeah, it's gray now.
47,150.
So it's cheaper.
That's stupid. I have nothing to. I mean, that's nuts. So,
so if you choose the Pepsi, right? It's cheaper. It's cheaper than the Submariner with a green bezel,
which is also not very good looking to begin with.
Yeah, the Pepsi, the Batman, all of them. I mean, if you choose a different bracelet, then of course it's just a Jubilee bracelet. But the Submariner also doesn't come on a Jubilee bracelet. So there you go. The prices are, but this is also funny. The prices of the Batman, for example, except the Pepsi, all the GMT masters came down recently, right? Weirdly enough, except the what is it called? The gray one? I don't know. Zombie. I have no
Batman,
idea.
No, Bruce Wayne or whatever, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So this one, this is weird, and even the Sprite came down, right? So there's
came down in retail or came down in secondhand?
In secondhand.
Yeah, secondhand. Because it's still going up in retail. Because when I went to buy this one, or I was going to buy a GMT, it was 45, and even then I was like, "This is way too much."
Yeah, no, the Sprite came down a lot. It's one of the least wanted at the moment,
and I think it's one of the best because it's so stupid, right? It is. I just like it. I like it. I think it's just the fact that it's weird is what makes me like it.
I think it would make me want to wear a watch on my right wrist again. Yeah.
I don't know, but still, it's cool. All right, enough Rolex talk. Let's talk about collections. So as I said, I sold now theoretically this GMT. So that leaves me with, I think my new collection is headed towards 100% no date. Like there will not ever be another watch with a date in my collection.
Oh my God.
But at the moment, I have no real inkling. The only thing that I really do like that I tried on, which I can't afford at the moment, I did go to Zenith and I did try on once again the Chronomaster Revival Shadow, which is the square case within the titanium. And that thing, I think is about almost 40K, 38K or something like this. And the guy at the airport immediately said, "I'll give you a discount. You can have it for 31." And even then I'm just like, I don't think
Which
so.
one was it?
You're looking at Tudors.
Yeah, sorry.
So that's why you don't.
I was confused. I was like, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's scrolling through Tudor's website trying to find which Zenith I'm talking about. So the Zenith, the Chronomaster Revival Shadow.
Yes.
And that is a super cool looking watch. I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, you did.
On my wrist. And it is all black and I love it. And it's something that is not in my collection, something that is outside of the norm that I would have. I don't have any all black watches. And I just think it looks so friggin' cool that I could really, I think that would add to my collection.
Okay. Let me see. Watches Chronomaster Sport.
New Chronomaster. Is it considered a Chronomaster Sport? The old ones? Maybe.
Then there is a Chronomaster.
Just try clicking on Chronomaster.
Let me see all watches. Let me see, and then choose the collection or something. Yeah.
It's the same case as that one in the middle there. The one with the on the left, same as that, just all black.
Daisuke Jijin version. Okay. Well, don't see it anymore on the website.
Oh, it's just there. It is. There she blows. Is that it?
Which one is it? The Safari?
That's the carbon one. That's the carbon one. Keep going.
So we have the Safari, which is cool. I like Safari.
So it's the same one as that, but with the original dial.
Do you know, I hate websites that auto
load.
Oh man, this is always like.
There she is. That shadow. One. Is it?
That's the shadow, right?
Yeah.
It's the shadow. I clicked on the shadow. 39,500 is
and
the
38 on strap. I would like it on the bracelet. I love the ladder bracelet. This is the spec that I would go for. I really
don't like the ladder bracelet.
I love it.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's awesome.
So the bracelet.
But nonetheless, I think it's a great looking watch.
The watch has history. Let's say it this way.
It's a very strange history.
It's the most polite way that what I can say about this watch.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the one I had pinned as my next watch.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't hate you for liking it.
Yeah, I know it's
you like it.
Different. But this is my, I think, collection goals eventually will end up with one of these. There's really not much, unless something new comes out, which we can talk about in a little bit as well. What can come out that would make me want to buy it? But as of right now, I am pretty content.
Okay, I have two watches. That I have as goals this year. And one of them will come into my collection, but I don't know which one. And I think one is a Panerai, which means I have to sell.
Don't you already have a Panerai?
Yes, and that has to go then when I buy this one.
Because is it the submersible?
It is still the submersible blue Notte.
The blue Notte with the, yeah.
This one, the PAM 020.
Please not on a bracelet. That bracelet is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It comes on a bracelet and with a strap. It has a strap in the box. So it comes with two. And it's...
it looks already on the rubber strap. Much better.
Yeah, you can change this here, and it's really nice. Even on leather straps, it doesn't look bad, I think. So
it's a very weird one for you to want this so badly.
Yeah, because I tried it and I liked it.
Yeah, but I personally like your current Panerai better than this.
It's just I like it too, but it's just too thick. It's just like 17 millimeters or something.
It's a freaking 50 millimeter watch.
No, 44, but it feels like 50 because it's so thick.
I think it's fine. Okay, what's the next one? What's your next pick?
The other one is an Hermes. Yeah, I know.
The H08.
Yes, but I found something special. I share that with you. If that loads here, did it? No. Jewelry and watches. Man. Okay, I have to watch a man. So H08. So, of course.
I don't like it.
There are different versions of it, right? And I decided, of course, why not go with the gold version?
Of course, naturally. Of course.
So the Hermes H08 in gold with black and rose gold, I think it looks fantastic. So it is 72,000 dirhams, right?
Okay. I'm not going to say it.
Right. For 72,000, you're saying, no way. I mean, that's nearly 18,000 euros or something, right?
Yeah.
Or,
but yes, we know what you're about to show us, how much they're going for.
And now I just need to take the product details. What is the blah, 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 blah. Product reference here. We just copy that, put it in Chrono 24, and later, poof, and see.
Oops. Nothing.
That didn't work.
Yes, they are much cheaper. We know.
Yeah, nothing.
Just tell us. You don't need to show us. Just tell us.
No, because I need to check because the price is fluctuating. Let me see. Case material, rose gold, and there we go. And sort.
None of it is correct.
Sort by low. It's H08. And the filters is still Wrong. I'm super fast. Don't worry. I'm super fast. Apply filter, boom. 23,000.
23,000 dirhams. That's ridiculous.
From 72 to 23.
Yeah, at that point, it's still ugly as sin, but like...
I love the design. You have the ceramic, the bezel, you have the rose gold. It's very thin, it has a Vaucher movement. I love it.
And of course, coming from Japan, as always.
Of course.
My brother was asking me this, like, why are all of the cheapest examples of any watch I put in chrono always coming from Japan?
Because they can deduct the tax. They can sell it tax-free outside of Japan. And that's the benefit of that. So that's why when you are in Japan, you cannot buy this watch for that price. So it is only export prices because they take off certain taxes.
Interesting.
But then, of course, you have to pay the import taxes, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, as the receipt.
But here, 23,500, and it's a bit of the exchange rate stuff. But this is original box, original papers, and the watch is from, I don't even know if it says that or how old the watch is, but it doesn't matter. It is a current production watch, right? And it is for 1/3 the price. Mm. And that's ridiculous. For a solid gold watch. It's solid gold. It's not, it's great. Great.
So it's a good looking watch for you.
I like it.
I'm not going to.
But these are the two that I have in mind. But both of them, I mean, look, the Panerai I have in mind for 3 or 4 years now, and it has never happened. So there's always something else happened in between. So I'm not betting my horses on it. Do I say that? I'm not betting my horse on it.
Betting.
But,
no.
Yeah,
something like that. But this brought me up one thing. The Blue Note brought me up with one other thing that I've wanted, but it's one thing that I've already had 3-5 different times. And I could go for another blue Pelagos FXT. But alongside my regular Pelagos 39. So I don't know. I think 2 Pelagai in one collection is too much. So I have no needs for it. But
so I
want a blue watch.
Okay, yeah, that's very. I mean, look, since I just showed you a blue watch like the Blue Notte, and I have a lot of blue watches. I have the AP, I have the Vacheron, I have the Seiko, I have now the Colloquium. What else do I have in blue? I have the SBGN 29. I have a lot of blue in my collection, and I am embracing it, right? I'm completely saying, like, I love blue, so why not just have a lot of blue? And of course, people might say, that's silly, but I like it, and I'm too old to worry about things. It's like when people tell me, you have to go on a collection journey, you have to buy certain watches that you don't like. I'm too old for that shit. I don't do that anymore. I mean, it's like, then I buy...
You only want stuff you like.
buying stuff that's pre-owned or whatever, and I have it in within a few days, rather than buying other watches and waiting for years to get a watch. No, it's not my cup of tea anymore.
I agree.
By the way, I bought this, in one of the last auctions, this Ranger for a good price, my Tudor Ranger in 39, and I must admit that I wore that watch a lot.
So nice. This is the 36 now.
This is 39.
This is 39 for 14,150.
Which is now the cheapest Tudor with an in-house movement that you can get, I think.
So 14,150. And you got it for how much?
I think 9.
9. So meanwhile,
which is not the best price. You can get cheaper.
Yeah, you could get it for cheaper as well. Meanwhile, my what's it called? My Black Bay 54 I got from them as well.
Yeah.
That has now gone up to almost 17,000 dirhams. And I got that for 9,250 to be exact, but still.
Crazy stuff.
It is. This is ridiculous what these prices are doing. But anyway, all right. So now we've talked about what we want in our future. Yeah. Let's talk about what could come in the future that would make you interested, right? Speaking of, one more thing that I wanted to bring up was compared to your Hermes watch. I just saw Louis Vuitton flash by. The same thing goes for the Louis Vuitton Tambour. The micro rotor, they're 100,000 dirhams, brand new, and box papers, everything. You can find them for under 50. Still not as good of a deal as what you have, with your HO8, but still. Not the ugly tambour. You got to go for the newer ones.
I have to find the proper one. I don't know.
There it is. Boom.
It's 38,000. You can get it for.
Oh my God!
For the
it came
price,
down.
Yeah, for a price lower than a Submariner.
Does it come with a box?
This comes with box and papers.
And the box, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have the box. Like, I would not even consider this without the box. It's a Louis Vuitton trunk.
Yes.
It's so cool. 38,000 coming from our good friends in Japan, naturally.
But this is the blue dial one, which is also my favorite.
This is the one that I would go for, 100%. Blue dial.
And this is, you can get it for under 40,000, under 10,000 euros. And this is, I don't know what it is at the moment. I'm sure they also increase the prices at Louis Vuitton, as you do, right, every year.
But this watch is a very interesting watch. I've tried it on a number of times, and it is a good looking watch on the wrist as well. It has no lugs. It's, I think, 39 or something like that. So it wears fantastic.
It does. And I think we went to the boutique very early when they were just new, right? I think.
And we tried them on. We didn't try actual watches on. We tried on pre-production prototypes. The movements didn't work in them, but they were. But
the movement was in. I mean,
it was in, but it wasn't. They removed something. I don't know what it was. It is a good-looking blue.
Beautiful watch, yes, with the applied
how much?
And the different. 81. So it's literally half the
half price.
So
I thought they were higher.
No, they were. They were not.
They were like 90.
We saw this one was 90, I think, or so. The two-tone, which is now way more, 117,000. I think they were 81.
And now they have a brown ceramic. And if I'm not mistaken, the not Jean Arnaud, but Jean Arnaud had his friend with him, who is the lead designer at Louis Vuitton, and he was wearing a watch that isn't even for sale or isn't even on the catalog, and it was a blue ceramic, the same blue as Zenith. And being that Zenith and LV are in the same group, are they, right? It's LVMH,
yeah.
And Zenith did all this blue ceramic stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, can I borrow some of that blue ceramic powder and make my own watch? And he made himself a watch. That's what I think happened.
Wow.
But it's exactly a blue tambour, same as the brown one, just with this blue ceramic. And it was the exact shade of the Zenith.
Not bad.
37K Ralph has found for the silver dial.
Yeah, silver dial is, I think, is you can get
36 now.
Yeah. With free shipping. It is crazy of how. Yeah.
Does it come with the box?
Oh, let me check.
Because without it does. This is ridiculous. Just think about it. This box alone, a single watch trunk, would probably cost you at least 5,000 dirhams, if not more.
Minimum, if not
minimum.
More.
So it could be 10, right? Because we know the 3-watch roll is about 5K, and that's not a trunk. And if you want the 8-watch trunk, that's like 30,000 dirhams. So somewhere around in between those two.
My wife just had to has a new
look up watch trunk or watch holder or something like
watches. There must be some accessories or so, right? Trunks, travel and home, travel trunks and boxes.
Search. Put in watch holder or watch case or something.
Let me see. Boxes.
You're never going to find it if you.
I will.
Yeah. We're not on a time crunch at all.
No,
Let Ralph scroll through the millions of offerings. That is not a watch case. There's the watch case. You found it. How much is it? Down right. There, boom.
This one?
Yes.
Is that okay?
31,000 dirhams.
This is for 8,
for the 8 watch box. They don't sell anything smaller than 8. If you want something smaller, how much is just a plain box with nothing in it?
This one here?
Yeah.
Trésor 24 is
22,000 dirhams. I think we're around. This looks like the exact box.
Yeah, it does look like.
They just put a watch pillow in it, and so it's 22,000. So essentially, if you want a box for 30K and you want a free watch to come with it, we have your solution.
Yeah, we have your solution. You just, this is a
see, exactly. You can put different inserts in this.
Yeah.
And that one happened to have a watch insert. Super cool.
Insanity.
So this, I don't know if I would want it, if I would wear it. I don't think it's my style, but I do like this watch.
I had it on my wrist in all the different versions, and I must say it wears fantastic. It is the bracelet is like the Moser Streamliner bracelet. It really fluid, lovely on the wrist. It's perfect. It's really a wonderful watch. It has a great movement in it. It's fantastic.
Micro rotor.
Yeah, I think it's Vaucher as well, but I'm not 100% sure if it's Vaucher.
No, this one, I thought this was from the whatever.
Yes, it is designed by Le Fabrique du Temps.
But the movement's not?
The movement is
okay.
Le Fabrique du Temps, which is owned by Louis Vuitton. And these are the two, Barbassini and the other guy, which I always forget, Papi, I think. No, I don't know. And these two watchmakers have designed this movement, and it's being built by another company. I don't know if it's Vaucher. I think it is, but it's just fantastic. It's a great movement in it. But my point is, you can get this watch for the price. I mean, it's
nearly the price of a watch box.
Yeah, you basically get, for the price less than a Submariner, you get a watch box that you can sell if you want to, right? For probably another 10, 15. Given that you have this is the value they're going for. So you get an incredible deal. But my point is yet now talking about our expectations for the watch world in the future, right? Is in 2026.
Not expectations, hopes, we'll say.
Yeah, well, so hopes and fears. Is this the new normal? Like my Hermes watch and this Louis Vuitton watch.
I really hope so. This is exactly what I want. This is how it used to be.
Yes, I know.
Right? You only bought a new watch if you were essentially just a one watch kind of person. Like you would go into a boutique and it would be a huge experience for you, and you'd buy a watch, which Rolex kind of killed that experience because their sales staff have been absolutely ridiculously unhelpful and horrible human beings for quite some time during COVID. So that's option A. So you would do that. But then if you knew the watch world and you were okay buying used, then you would find really, really good deals. And I'm glad to see that these really good deals are back and existing and thriving.
Yeah. I think these deals will be plenty. I think, unfortunately, we might see the one or two companies really, really struggling, maybe to the extent that they...
Such as, who do you think?
Who
do you think?
See, not that I'm wishing it for them, but I think just Gérard Perregaux and Ulysse Nardin, who just had a management buyout, just about scratched the corner, I think, with really, really good releases that people like. But it was tough for them, I think, because without the backing of a big conglomerate behind them, where do you find the money to invest in research and development and create new things, right? You have to have healthy sales. And if you don't have healthy sales, then it's just like a downward spiral, right?
Yeah, so the hype died on Gérard Perregaux very quickly.
Yeah, it did. But it came back. I mean, how many people said that the new Three Bridges
Laureato was the best watch of the show, which I don't agree with, but a lot of people did say that.
Yeah, and I think for me, it was one of the most impressive ones. I had it on my wrist and I thought, wow, it's pretty amazing. And I love my Laureato, right? So it's really, really cool. But what I'm saying is, I think we have a couple of watch brands that will have to be very, very careful. I think it will be way less watches for everybody tries to raise their prices in order to, maximize the profits with the watches they do sell. If that works, or if that only means even less watches are being sold, I don't know. I really don't know. I think the price range, what Breitling is doing with their house of brands, Gallet and Universal Genève, I mean, they're now launching in the worst possible time.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, especially with the Universal Genève. The first two watches are now 120,000 dollars, I believe it was.
No, I think they
dirhams or dollars, but it was ridiculous.
Well, they have a few like these 6 pieces only.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Which, like historical movements, reworked and stuff. I mean, they are not production models. They are just special.
I know, I'm just saying, but nonetheless, I think this house of brands is a terrible name. And I don't see it going. It's not been going well for Breitling to begin with, and then for them to open up 2 new brands as well, both of which are kind of like nothing is super appealing to me, right?
But did you know? Sorry, yeah.
I don't know how they're going to survive. That's all I'm saying.
Adrian Barker just has announced his most worn watch in 2025 was his blue Breitling Super Ocean.
Yes, I did see that.
Look, we have seen
I didn't even know he had a Breitling Super Ocean.
When we saw him, he did not wear this watch, right? We saw him on Dubai Watch Week, and I don't think he wore the Breitling. Can't remember.
No, but he was wearing his Thunderbird.
Okay, yes. So I don't think I've ever seen him, and I just wonder how sometimes people just say, "Oh, this is my most worn watch," but maybe when he's at home, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. You put it on when you get home. Who knows? I don't, but nonetheless, yeah. I thought you were going to say it's going to be his blue Tambor, and I'm like, I didn't know he had a Tambor because we're just talking about blue Tambors.
I want to say, like, somebody having. I mean, look, Breitling did a big PR push, right? They invited so many of these influencers and YouTubers to their factory to have a look around and be very transparent and show things and just make videos about it. And there was a lot going on the YouTube world. Everybody was suddenly a Breitling fan, right? After having a nice paid-for trip to Switzerland and see the
and maybe a free Breitling along the way.
Who knows? But my point is, while it's always cool to see a manufacturer like with so much history like Breitling, what's also interesting was in all of these videos, and I watched a lot of them, is what you didn't see. And what you didn't see was a lot of the production of a lot of these different models, which supposedly Breitling outsourced, right? The entire production of the watch, not just certain parts, but literally like going somewhere. Which I don't know if it's true.
This is how things used to be done back in the day when nobody cared.
And we have this with some watch brands, like say Montblanc. They have Villeret watches, which not Villeret, Minerva watches, right? Which are exceptionally amazing and handmade to the nth degree. And then you have the run-of-the-house normal watches that Montblanc sells, which are also, I think, exclusively produced by Sellita, which nobody ever confirmed, but there are people who have seen the Sellita factory and might have seen some things lying around and seen that the entire watch production is being outsourced. So I think it makes sense in certain areas, right? If you have somebody who can do it for you in the quality you need, as long as it's Swiss, not outsourced to China, it happens, right? So, yeah. What can I say? I think this is tough for some of these manufacturers, and I think everybody has to focus and just really think about what are we doing, what is our unique selling point, and what are our customers, what they might want, right? And not just throwing things out and then seeing what sticks, because I think there's too many brands are doing this at the moment. They just have no idea and just produce stuff and then see what works.
What sticks, yeah. So on that bombshell, I think we're out of time. Let's see what happens. But anyway, Happy New Year to all of our listeners.
Yes, and then if you have any theories, ideas,
questions, anything at all, send us a message.
Yeah, tell us, and we will keep you anonymous. We can get you at a podcast and artificially, scramble your voice.
Sure,
and you can spill the beans.
Yeah, or you can just send one of those speak pipe comments on the link.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, and this time we managed to play them properly.
Yeah, that was Ralph's problem.
Yes.
Anyway, all right.
Okay,
see you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.